morning, Kindle Kids, and welcome to your Tuesday, October 3rd, and today happens to be National Fruit at Work Day, which is really funny because basically every single day I come in for lunch, I, bring fruit, which is kind of cool because I apparently, observe this holiday on a regular basis. Anyways, bringing fruit in is a really, really good idea. It's a great lunch item, and fruit has a ton, and I mean a ton of health benefits. So many that I really can't list them all. And really, it separates the most, weirdly enough, almost like nature wanted to make it easy for you, by color. The whole point that most nutritionists make is eat a rainbow. And I mean that not with I've got Doritos and they're orange and I've got, milk, which is white. No, eat a rainbow in your fruits and vegetables. It gives you all the different nutrition that you really need for the day. But since National Fruit at Work Day, let's talk about that fruit that you can have. So you can grab for basically anything you can think of, and it's going to have a lot of really great effects for you. It's going to make you feel great. It's going to make you healthier. It's going to taste really good because personally I love fruit. But there's some really kind of interesting choices you can make outside of the norm. It doesn't have to be apples, bananas, oranges, and grapes. Well, what about things like the dragon fruit, which is absolutely a delicious one if you can get your hands on them. But there's all kinds of weird ones that you might not even find locally. But if you get out and venture out, you might be able to get. The durian is a really cool fruit. Apparently, it's got a very strong smell, but a really, really delicious flavor. One of my personal favorites is a persimmon. It looks kind of like a tomato, but tastes much more like an apple. It's very mellow. It's somewhere between like a melon and an apple. And it happens to be my son's absolute favorite fruit. He had it for the first time a couple of years ago, and he pesters me for it all the time. The other one that's really cool is the jackfruit, which is just this really cool looking fruit that actually has its fruit in little kind of segments on the inside that you can pull out. The other one that I really, really want to get my hands on that I've never tried yet is actually called the ice cream bean. And it's not the bean you actually eat, but that weird white fuzz that grows around it. Apparently, it tastes very much like a not cold version of vanilla ice cream. So I'm super interested to give that one a shot. Anyways, knowing all that about fruit and maybe getting a chance to adventure out into some different grocery stores and look in the exotic fruit section, let's find the flag in the room and...
Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
All right, you crazy kind of kids, let's talk a little about food for the day. We happen to have on our menu a tuna sandwich, or nachos el grande, along with salsa, vegetarian beans, baby carrots with dressing, pears, and milk. Well, what's going on with that weather outside? As you might have guessed, it's going to be a warm one. We're looking at a high of about 80 degrees today, tomorrow up to 81, Thursday hitting a very peak of 82 degrees. So we're going to get that second wave of summer with the temperatures coming right back up, but Friday dropping right out at about 12-degree drop on Friday, so the weather change there when the storms come in might be a little bit extreme, might have a little bit of extra wind and some real thunderous storms coming in because those big swings in temperatures often bring more violent storms. But it looks like we're going to have that, and it's going to drop back down into the 60s coming into the weekend for back to fall weather. But for right now, it is that heat wave. So bust out the t-shirts and shorts and enjoy that last bit of, well, it's not really summer, but, like an extra summer, and that extra bit of sunshine, right? All right, let's do that little part of the news called the Kendall Canines. And I really want to show you probably the very smallest dog I've ever seen. I mean, Kayla Cooper's dog here is just so tiny. It's crazy. It must be setting some sort of world record, so we better get her into the Guinness Book. It looks almost like a hamster. Anyways, let's do the very last bit of our announcements here. The Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, I hope you guys sincerely have a terrific Tuesday. And if I don't get a chance to see it, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.